The Great Veronica battle was one of the best gamer moments I have ever witnessed. Thank you for that event. You're welcome. Hello everyone, how's it going? So today I am going to be reacting to some of the comments that people have left on the original Jubilee video, my video, and some of the other big streamers that I have seen the original video as well. So let's take a look at some of these comments. I'm also going to use this as an opportunity to do like a kind of like a pseudo Q&A as well, because a lot of you guys have comments that I've answered, but I feel like I keep having to answer the same comments. So I'm just gonna make this video so you know what, you guys will have your answers, okay? Absolute gamer move, getting carried by a single teammate and then killing her. The life of a support player, right? This is the first episode where the mole got absolutely exposed. Yes. The thing is, okay, I love social deduction games. Okay, so I go to like board game nights pretty much every single week, and I have a bunch of friends that I just play board games with all the time. And we play a lot of social deduction games, which is actually how I got cast for the Jubilee video in the first place, was because I talked about me being good at social deduction games while also loving video games. I had been playing Secret Hitler every single week for over a year before doing this video. And so I can smell a liar from a mile away. I can just tell. There's like a sixth sense in me when someone's trying to BS me, okay? It's just, I've developed it after a year's worth of training, okay? I trained for this video, you guys. And I think it paid off. Y'all need to give Nola a refund, or they need to Venmo her something. She did all the work and got the mole while the other people stood around and got a bag. Nobody likes this, and this was one of the wackiest videos. Okay, so actually, I've gotten a few comments like this. I'm like, Nola, you should have gotten money. Like, do you need help? We need to give you money. And like, on one hand, I mean, thank you. That's very nice. But two, I don't know how to feel about that. You know, I'm like, I'm so glad you guys support me, but you don't have to give me money. If you want to, I do have a donate button on my Twitch panel. I'm just saying. And actually, someone on my channel here, hang on, let me go to it. Someone actually donated me $200 while I was streaming a few days ago because of the Jubilee video. So like, thank you so much. I ended up, through that donation, getting more money than the other gamers got individually. So, and then a few other people have been donating, you know, like $5 or $10 and stuff like that. So, and other people have been subbing as well and giving bits and tips and stuff like that. So thank you guys that have been doing that for my channel. Thank you so much. So Jubilee doesn't have to do this. I mean, I walked in with the expectation that they weren't going to pay me to be there. I only get money if I win. But you know, Jubilee, I mean, I do have Venmo. If you do want to Venmo me, I'm here. You can email, you have my email. You can contact me. If you wish to Venmo me, I'm open to the opportunity, okay? There definitely needs to be a new rule where each non-mole voted out means less money. It adds more stakes to each round. Or maybe I'm just bitter that Nola carried the team and got no money, right? Okay, so the thing is, I've seen a few people throw around this like change the rule thing, and I'm not sure about the, you know, for each non-mole voted out means less money, because continuing each round already is a risk, because it means that you could possibly be voted out. I already knew that when I continued to the next round, but I had no choice in the matter, because so remember the situation where I already got Bryce out. If I tried to end the game right there, the other guys would have outvoted me. There's 3 of them, there's 1 of me, and all of them would have found me super suspicious, right? So I had to continue, because what else was I going to do? But in this situation and other future games, less money for the rest of the moles. The pot is already like $250. That's not even a big pot at all. Like, even if you make it to the final 2 people, that's only $125 each. So removing money isn't going to do much. I think most people in the chat are under the impression that the prize is a lot more. And it's like $1,000 or something like that. No, it's not. So there's no point in them changing the rule like that, because there is technically already a risk involved. Bryce. Her name's Veronica. Nola. It's Ashley. Emily. They do this every year. This is like my favorite comment. I love this comment so much. I don't know what it is about this comment. I just find it so funny. I think it's because like Ashley and Emily and Veronica, they're all such like basic white girl names that it's so easy to get them all mixed up. It's like when they started arguing about the character's name, they were both wrong. I know. Honestly, I gotta say, a small hint of dread entered my heart when I realized that I was also wrong, and I knew Jubilee would do something with it. I didn't know what they would do, but I knew they would do something with it. But I will say the way that they did it in the video is like perfect. Okay, props to the editor. That moment was so funny. No one gonna point out the first girl literally said she was masters? Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me about this. Is Jessica really a master rank? Wow. Yeah, she wasn't lying, you guys. She actually, when I get to my video, I'll show you her response. So hang on, because she did contact me. Nola literally did all the work. She should at least get a coupon to a masseuse because she carried this game solo while all they did was T-pose. Yes. I've never actually gotten a massage though. So, I would love a coupon to a masseuse. I mean, Jubilee, if you want to give me one. Also, with my Venmo, that would be great. Okay, so let's move on to my video. So my video, a lot of people have been posting, like responses and questions and stuff like that. But there is a response in particular that I wanted to point out and I pinned it on the video because I thought this one was so well written and it has a lot of like, great thought in it. So I know it's a wall of text, you guys. Okay, so just bear with me. Hey, thank you for posting this video, and please excuse me for my English. I'm not a native speaker. Just wanted to point out how manipulative an image can really be. I watched this episode first, not a gamer, just a regular YouTube consumer. And judging by the altogether montage of your verbal and nonverbal presence in the game, I thought, well, that girl looks mean. She's being aggressive, and it's probably okay to make fun of her behavior. And obviously, many other people from the comment section thought so too. But I got interested in finding out if I was right or not, so I followed the link to your reaction video, probably expecting to see tons of angry comments, or complaining or something. And I'm so sorry, I was totally wrong about you. Turns out you're a really nice, honest, and completely amicable person, showing zero signs of aggression or really just the opposite of what they were trying to make of you in the original video by means of editing. For example, comparing you visually to the nice, quiet, innocent voice playing T-Man instead of arguing, or accenting on you walking out in silence. I will say that when I walked out, I wasn't completely silent. I did say, dang it, with my snap while I was walking out. But if you notice in the Jubilee video, completely wiped out. So, also leading questions to make you say the right words, the sexism issue, and manipulating your visual persona in something entertaining but totally untruthful and disrespectful way. Like they needed a typecast character in their episode, a kind of anti-hero, so they made you that without you knowing. I understand it wasn't the topic of your reaction video, and that montage is quite subtle for all the viewers to notice, but nonetheless, I feel sorry for you. Feels like they used you in a way. I'm really disappointed in Jubilee. I thought they weren't into manipulating people, and yes, you totally deserve to win that game. You've got my empathy. As a Russian person, I know for sure what it's like to deal with unfair stereotypes in the media. Oh, see, this response like really made me smile. Like this is so well written and honest that I made my own little wall of text myself. Like, look at this, I'll spare you guys from reading this one. You guys can just read it in the video. But yeah, I really wanted to point out this one because, yeah, no matter what, I actually do respect Jubilee and I don't have any like hurt feelings of how they edited me. At least I came across as an anti-hero instead of like a supervillain like Erin from the vegan episode, which by the way, I've seen a few comments of people comparing her and me. While I have gotten some backlash from the video, I don't think it's nearly as bad as what Erin got. And I actually watched the vegan episode again, just to kind of see, from a fresh perspective. And I found that the situations are completely different. One, their episode was about veganism, and veganism has a huge moral tie to it. When you talk about veganism, you can't really separate it from the moral implications of the diet. Whereas gaming doesn't, there's no moral implication between you being a video gamer, okay? It's not like, oh, I play video games. There's no stigma of like, oh, you're a horrible human being. I will say that there is a bit of sexism in the gaming community. Like, I do believe that is the case. I've experienced it. Every single girl in the gaming community has experienced it. But, yeah, I don't think it happened for me in this video in particular with the other guys voting me out. And there's a difference between attacking your morals and attacking someone for not being a good gamer. Does that make sense? Like, there's a huge difference between criticizing someone's gameplay and criticizing a person for their choices in life. Also, a lot of the reasons why people don't like Erin is because she was incorrect. She ended up grilling a guy that was maybe not as strict a vegan as her, and she was very passive aggressive about it. Okay, that I think that's you know what, that's a number 3 actually. Passive aggression is maybe one of the most annoying traits that a person can have. I am not passive aggressive. If I have a problem, I'm going to be very upfront about it, okay? I don't like, being subtle, like, oh, okay, whatever, if that's what you think, like, oh, that's not really, that type of thing. No. Okay. If I have a problem with something, I'll be very upfront about it. I would rather be upfront and get the problem solved and done and over with, and then I can continue on with my life, than to be very subtle and like catty and that type of thing. I think that was Erin's downfall. Basically, the topic was against her. She was passive aggressive and she was incorrect. Whereas for me, even though I was aggressive, I ended up being correct. The topic was about gaming, and gaming itself doesn't necessarily have any moral high ground to it. This went on a total tangent, so I'm sorry if you guys weren't interested. But these are my thoughts to some of the comments where people have been comparing me to Erin, and why I haven't received nearly as much backlash as she has. Like, there are videos about her, and it's sad, it's so sad. I feel bad. I'm very grateful that it didn't happen to me, and oh my gosh, I am so glad I was correct. But I knew I was correct, so I mean, what was I worried about? Moving on to a happier topic, to happier comments. Okay. In all of the Odd Man Out episodes, I think you are the only person who is justified in saying I knew it at the end. Yeah. Because I knew it. Everything you said about League when Solomon questioned you was completely fine, but he still voted for you. I know. Solomon, why didn't you defend me, okay? So this was cut out. Right after, Solomon and I quizzed each other, I said, okay, he's good. Yeah. And he didn't verify me. Why, Solomon? Come on, man. Come on. Also, I will say the Jubilee cut, me also saying that I played mid and AD carry, not just support, okay? I play all 3 roles. But Jubilee just kept, me listing the champions, which was when I was explaining support champions. So that just perpetuates the stereotype that all girls that play League of Legends are support, players. Okay, anyway. It was nice of you to prompt Jessica with League questions when she started her defense. I was worried she was going to be too nervous to give a good pitch, so I think you helped. She still got voted out, but I appreciated it and how you were in this episode in general. But also, like, for real though, Bryce played Until Dawn too many times to count. You should have known the basic details front and back and would have got questioning him too. Yes. I will note that, let's see. She commented on the video. So if you guys haven't seen, yeah, hello, this is her. I'll paraphrase, but she basically said like, "Hey, thanks for the help. I do suffer from anxiety and stage fright." So, yeah, and then we're all just like, "Yes, let's talk." Let's move on to some of the other reaction videos, because some people have reacted, but I want to note two videos in particular, okay? So the first one is the response by Penguin ZO, also known as Critical on Twitch, and I was super excited. He basically said that I was like the Phoenix Wright of the game, and you know what? I will take that compliment. I will take the compliment. Thank you, sir. I just, wow, that is the greatest compliment anyone has ever given me, and I shall wear that badge with pride. Also, XQC reacted to me, and I think overall, I don't think he liked me very much. Although I will say, I'm well aware that XQC is very trolly, and like his chat over here is just spamming constantly. I don't know how he does it. Like, I would need 500 mods to take care of that mess. Overall, I'm looking in the comments though. Vote the gamer girl out, even though she single-handedly outed the mole and is 99% legit. Reason: get more money, no downsides. Exactly. Ah, yes, the girl that talks about playing Slay the Spire in Darkest Dungeon is the mole. I try to include like the indie games because, like these are definitely gamer games, okay? It's not Pokemon, it's not Fortnite, it's not like the most popular game out there. And I was hoping that someone would recognize the games, but they didn't. They didn't recognize the games, and I'm just like, dang it. When the girl brought up Humble Bundle, there was no doubt in my mind she was good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, if you guys don't know, I already talked about Humble Bundle earlier, but basically it's a site where you can buy video games, but you can also sign up for their monthly subscription, and you can get your video games, but also part of your purchase goes to charity. So that's why it's really nice. I'm a partner. If you use my link, you help me out. Thank you. Great. Why would they vote the girl with the black hair out? I have brown hair. When she clearly plays more games than everyone here combined. I think they just wanted more money. I mean, I can't speak for them, so I don't know. But like, yes, I clearly play more games than everyone there combined. That's probably an accurate statement. Yes. Also, my brother reacted. You did fantastic, sis. They're a bunch of noobs. Although instead of telling the whole Humble Bundle thing, you should have ratted off Slay the Spire immediately. Usually, you only have 5 seconds to answer a direct question before suspicion sets in, but they all knew you were a gamer and just didn't want to share their money. How could a non-gamer do what you did? Great job regardless. Thanks, Guga. Thanks, bruh. He also streams as well, so if you guys want to check out his Twitch channel, he is at Savior Kupo. He does a lot of Final Fantasy XIV stuff. Occasionally he does League, occasionally he plays other games, but most of the time he plays Final Fantasy XIV. So if you like Final Fantasy XIV, well then you should go check out his channel. And as far as I can gather, the rest of the majority of the comments, I actually posted on Jessica's post. It's kind of a mix of Nola got robbed, she should have won, that type of thing. Gamer guys are so sexist. They voted the girls out. Ugh. Why are those guys T-posing? Cringe. Nola is really annoying and mean. What the heck? And that's pretty much the majority of the comments concerning me, as far as I can tell. So yeah, that was me reacting to, all the comments and some of the other big YouTuber, Twitch people that have responded to my video. I know a lot of other people have done videos, obviously, and I've looked at, pretty much all of them. But I don't think any of them had such major responses that I feel like I needed to cover them. I feel like I've kind of covered most of everything. However, there are some questions that people kept asking, especially on my Twitch stream, that I did want to address here. I have my little note card full of questions, okay? So, here we go. Did you win money? No. Once you are out of the box, you get nothing, whether or not you're on the correct team. Only the people that stay in the box get to keep the money. So, it sucks, but what you gonna do? When was it recorded? Okay, so let me look through my email really quick. Okay, so basically, I got the email of like the casting notice that they were looking for gamers for Odd Man Out, I think it was like October 21st or something like that. And I signed it and put all my information, told him a story of why, I'm a gamer and what would make me really good for this or something related and blah, 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 blah. I filled it all out. And I was in China when they contacted me saying they wanted to interview me for the episode. And so thank the Lord that my sister had a VPN and my grandparents had Wi-Fi. Otherwise, I would not have been in the episode at all. So I interviewed, and they told me 48 hours later that they would contact me. They actually contacted me 72 hours later. But anyway, like 3 days later, they told me that, hey, we would like to cast you for the video. And so they basically told me the details, be here at this time, this place, be there, be square. And so I showed up and we recorded the video November 22nd. Yes, that is the date. I just checked my email. So we recorded on the 22nd. And that's like just before Thanksgiving. Then the video came out January 22nd. So yeah, 2 months later. So basically it was about 3 months that it took from the casting notice to interview to the video being released. So almost 3 months on the dot. No, they don't reimburse you for travel. You have to be in Los Angeles. Oh yeah, I should mention that. If you're going to be in a Jubilee video, you have to be in Los Angeles. Sorry to all the people that are not near Southern California. What did they edit out? Oh boy, like there's a lot they edited out. I think the only big one that they edited out is that Solomon had a speech that he gave during the episode. And it was a really nice speech that he talked about how gaming helped him find friends and helped him deal with bullying and helped him, with all these things. And it was a really great speech that all of us agreed with. And unfortunately, Jubilee cut it out. I thought they were going to keep it for sure, but no, they didn't. Now, I think Solomon did reiterate a little bit in his post-interview, but the one during the episode was much better, okay? I remember it being so much better. Jubilee, why did you cut it out? That was the best part. Anything else they cut out? Okay, so when the guys are giving their, responses. No, not here. Back to that, because I'm... Okay, right here. So when they're listing, like, the games, I said, you might have to give me a moment, come back to me. He points to Finn. Why does he do that? Because he wanted to get a response from all the guys. And so Jubilee cut their responses out. And I will say they did respond. So he pointed to Finn, and Finn, gave an answer, but the editing cut everything out. So my post interview, they chopped like 90% of my post interview, and I understand. Like I talked like a solid 3 minutes, because they asked me 3 questions. One was, why do you think they voted you out? Do you think it was because you were a girl? And like another question, I think it was like, when did you know it was Bryce? I think, or like, what were you thinking when you were arguing with Bryce? Something along those lines. So yeah, that's all the stuff that I can remember definitely being cut out. Everything else, I think there are like little tiny moments that they cut out. Like, obviously, they cut out when I grill Bryce of like, hey, basically he lists Slender Man. He's asking us like a bunch of questions, and I kind of retort back. I'm like, we're not being put on the spot. Why do you keep asking us questions when you're supposed to be defending yourself right now? They cut that out, which I'm actually kind of glad they cut that out, because that would have made me look really confrontational. Pizza with or without pineapple. Look, I don't hate pineapple on pizza, but it's not like I go out of my way to get pineapple on pizza. If someone orders a Hawaiian, I'm not going to be like a snob and says like, no, I don't like pineapple. Pineapple is trash. But I don't, if I order a pizza myself, I usually don't order pineapple. Does that make sense? I'm just kind of neutral on the subject, okay? And yeah, that's all of the questions and responses and stuff that I care to go over today. So to everyone that's been supporting me, thank you so much. And I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I have to say that sort of thing because, I'm a YouTuber now, because the YouTube algorithm is like, we need these things so people can, know whether we like you or not. If you guys want to watch me play video games, I am on Twitch, Nova Light Sky, so come hang out with me over there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.